Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and this is lesson 30, starred problems. So let's get into it. The 5 starters on the basketball team were tall. Their heights were this, and this. What was the average height? So we know that average is equal to the sum over how many? So the sum, let's see, we have 76, 77, 77, 78, 82. Let's go ahead and add those up with the calculator. Okay, so this is 390. That's my sum. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 5 starters, so that's divided by 5. So 390 divided by 5 gives me 78. 78. All right. Marie bought 6 pounds of carrots for 87 cents per pound and paid with a $10 bill. How much did she get back? So this is a 2-step problem. So the first step, we're going to find out how much she paid. So we're going to do 6 times 87, or 0.87. Do that in our calculator, and I get $5.22. And then the second thing I'm going to do to find out how much she got back in change is I'm going to take the $10 that she used to pay the bill, and I'm going to subtract the $5.22, and I get $4.78 in change. While helping her father build a stone fence, Tanisha lifted 17 rocks at 8 pounds each. She calculated that she lifted over 2,000 pounds. Her father thought Tanisha's calculation unreasonable. Do you agree or disagree? So what we're going to do is we're going to, not average, but we're going to estimate. So 17, I'm going to round to 20. And 8, I'm going to round to 10. And 20 times 10 is 200 pounds, not 2,000. She's one big zero off. Okay? All right, use prime factorization to subtract these fractions. So 18 is 2 and 9, 3 and 3. 30 is 3 and 10, 2 and 5. So if I have 18 and 30, 2 times 3 times 3, 2 times 3 times 5, and I circle what they have in common, then I know my lowest common multiple is going to be 2 times 3 times 3 times 5, which is 6 times 3 is 18, 18 times 5 is 90. Okay, so that means that, let's see, 90 divided by 18 is 5. Oops, so this is times 5 times 5, and I get 90 over 5, or 5 over 90, and this is times 3 times 3, so this is going to be 3 over 90, which gives me 2 over 90, or 1 over 45. I need a new color. Okay. Mount Whitney in California is 14,494 feet high. What is the height rounded to the nearest 1,000? So if I have 14,494, 1,000 is here. I'm going to be looking at this one. That means rounded to the nearest 1,000 is 14,000 feet. Rounded to the nearest 100, 14,494. This is what I'm rounding to. This is what I'm looking at. Since it's greater than 5, it's going to bump it up. That's what I have. Martin used a calculator to divide this by that. The answer was 59. Did he enter the problem correctly? Use an estimation. So this is to be 30,000, and this is 50. So if I divide this by 50, I can take one of those off. It comes out to be like 600. 5 into 3,000. Yeah, so again, he's missing a 0. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Okay, what is the perimeter? So that's the outside of the hexagon, six-sided figure, that is formed by joining two squares. What? What two squares? Where are the squares? Uh-oh, I think we're missing some information. Shoot, I'm going to have to check. Okay, 13. I'm going to circle that. Hopefully I'll remember to come back to it. Okay, what is the mean or average of these numbers? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So that's my how many. I know that average is equal to the sum over how many. I know that my how many is 10. Let's see, my sum is going to be, let me add that up really quick, 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 12 plus 13 plus 24 plus 26 plus 28. I get 151. I sure hope which would be 15.1. I hope I added that right. Okay, simplify. So let's see. I need this to have a denominator of 6, which means I have to multiply by 3. I need this to have a denominator of 6, which means I multiply by 2. So that equals 5/6. All right, let's do the same thing here. I'd like this to have a denominator of 12. That's times 3, so that's 9. And I'd like this to have a denominator of 12, so that's times 4. 9 minus 4 is 5. Okay, let's see. So this one we're going to keep. And then this one I need to have a denominator of 6, so that's times 3. So this is going to be minus 1 and 3, 6. 5 minus 3 is 2, 6. That's 1, and then I have to reduce to 1 1/3. And I need a new color. Oh boy, 4/5. Since this is multiplication, we don't need a common denominator. I do have to make this an improper fraction. So 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 1 is 9. And then I'm going to reduce ahead of time. So let's see. My 5s are going to cancel. My 3, and that's a 3. 1 and 2. I end up with 3 over 2, which is 1 1/2. Okay, so I'm going to popcorn these. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. Divided by 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. Keep, change, flip. 7/4 times 3/8 is 21 over 32. I think that's it. I don't think, yeah. And then here I have 3 over 1 divided by 8 times 1 is 8, plus 7 is 15. Keep, change, flip. 3 over 1 times 8 over 15 is 24 over 15. So that goes in there once. I think that's 9. And then if I divide by 3, I get 1 3/5. Okay, it says record an estimate and then the exact answer. Yuck. Okay, so this is going to be closer to 4, and this is going to be closer to 2, so my estimate is 6. And then when I do the exact answer, which I'm going to do in a different color, I need this to have a denominator of 6, so it's going to be times 2. 1 5/6, which gives me 4 9/6. So I have to take care of this business. 6 goes into 9 one time, with 3 left over, which is 1 1/2. I have to add my 4, so I get 5 1/2. So that's close. That's pretty close. Let's do this one. So if I round this, this is going to be 5 minus, if I round this is going to be 2, and I get 3. So let's bring this down. 5 1/8 minus 1, and I want this to be 8, so times 2 is going to be 6. I have to borrow. I like to do that in a different color. So I'm going to borrow. This is going to be 4 and 9/8 because I added 8/8. So 9 minus 6 is 3/8. 3 and 3/8. So that's close. Oh, that's it. Okay. All right. Let me know if you have any questions.